Light that spark, Fire Nation. JLD here, and welcome to Entrepreneurs on Fire, brought to you by the HubSpot Podcast Network, the audio destination for business professionals, with great shows like $1 Billion Moves. Today, we'll be breaking down how this tech company went from $100 to a $30 million valuation in under 3 years. To drop these value bombs, I brought Uyi Abraham into EO Fire Studios. Uyi came to America with only $100 and a suitcase of clothes and founded Vonza.com, the first Black-owned all-in-one software for entrepreneurs and creators to create and sell online courses and easily grow their business online. And today we'll be chatting about this rags to riches story, the importance of the unique proposition of value, why you want to be the number one solution to a real problem in this world, and so much more. And a big thank you for sponsoring today's episode goes to Uyi and our sponsors. The Goal Digger podcast, hosted by Jenna Kutcher, is brought to you by the HubSpot Podcast Network, the audio destination for business professionals. The Goal Digger podcast helps you discover your dream career with productivity tips, social strategies, business hacks, inspirational stories, and so much more. One of my favorite recent episodes is titled How I've Built an Unmatched Team Culture, an insanely important topic for all business owners to dive into. Listen to Goal Digger wherever you get your podcasts. Wondering how to leverage a virtual assistant to save you time and money all while growing your business? Get Belay's ultimate guide to working with a virtual assistant today. Just text FIRE, that's FIRE, to 55123 to get started. Uyi, say what's up to Fire Nation and share something that you believe about becoming successful that most people disagree with.
Hey, Fire Nation, it's so good to be here today. So one thing that I believe about being successful, a lot of people disagree on, is that I believe that you don't need money to start a business in 2023, which a lot of people disagree about, because now we are in the digital economy whereby anybody with a knowledge, a skill, and expertise can take that information, turn it into a coaching program or an online course, and they can literally start and build it to 6, 7, or even 8 figures without spending a dime.
Boom, Fire Nation. And that's why we're going to be talking today about how this tech company went from $100 to a $30 million valuation in under 3 years. And Uyi, you are a modern day rags to riches story. I mean, you're showing everybody that the American dream is still alive and well. You came to America with just that $100 in your pocket, and you built a successful tech company. Tell us that story.
Yeah, thank you so much. So I was born and raised in Nigeria. So I came to America a few years ago with only $100 and a suitcase of clothes. So I am pretty much the American dream. So I came initially to go to school to become a medical doctor. So my dream was to be a gynecologist. I wanted to help women, treat women, and stuff like that. So when I came over here, started taking classes in medicine and stuff. I just lost love for medicine. And I found out that my true passion was entrepreneurship and to help people to actualize their own dreams, So from $100 to now leading a tech company called Vonza, and now we're helping thousands of entrepreneurs to take their knowledge, skills, or services and turn it into, income and business.
But what was the real breakthrough? Like, you just had $100. Like, how did you even start with that? What was that first domino to fall?
Very good question. So with $100 and a suitcase of clothes, of course, I have to start from the bottom. My first job, I was working at a movie theater and I was making about $6.15 an hour. But now, if you compare that to what I could have been making in Nigeria, which, we survive on about $1 a day, it was like a big breakthrough for me, because growing up in Nigeria, I remember that we only ate like a full leg or thigh of chicken on Christmas, Easter, on all birthdays. We went to bed many times without food. We walked miles and miles to school. So I really kind of came from that humble beginning. So coming to America, even making $6.15 an hour was like a breakthrough to me. So from there, I started working one job to the other. So it was when I got married and I noticed that the job thing was not going to cut it for me. That was giving me what I needed to be able to take care of myself and my family. I knew I needed to understand this entrepreneurship thing. So I did what everybody else told me I should do, which was get a storefront and try to start a business. So I started designing websites for people. I started, doing running a print shop and do like a FedEx Kinko's type thing. And then it was around 2010 that I began to have that breakthrough in my mindset that the brick and mortar type of business was not the easiest kind of business to start. So I learned a skill. I started preparing taxes for people, and then people started coming to me and asking me to teach them on how to create or launch their own tax businesses. And that's how I started creating courses and coaching programs. And then at about 2019, I was launching a program online, and I was using one platform for my course, another for my email, another for my membership, another for my physical products, and then using Zapier to tie them all together. And my system crashed, and it was so shameful and embarrassing for me. And that's when I had the idea to build a all-in-one platform that gives an entrepreneur, a coach, or a consultant all the tools they need in one single place, so that your entire business is on one platform instead of on multiple platforms. So that's how the idea of Vonza came about.
And I want to dive deeper into this because, Uyi, one thing that I always tell my audience is they need to create the number one solution to a real problem in this world, and then nothing can stop them from winning. I'm not saying create the number one solution to a huge problem or to the biggest problems or to problems that have so many competitors creating solutions for. I'm saying, hey, find a niche that is being underserved.
Yes.
Find an opportunity that's not being dealt with properly or is being ignored for some reason, and then say, I'm going to create the best solution to this problem right now. How did you provide value with Vonza in this scenario? Let's dive deeper here.
Yes, so that's a very good question, And before I even answer that, I always tell people the secret to everybody's success is in a pain, a frustration, or something that they really feel like they can add value to or change. Every business I've ever started in my life was because of a personal pain or frustration that I had. So with me, with Vonza, I was just frustrated with tying multiple tools together, needing integrations, needing a team, when all I really wanted to do was to just serve my clients and run my business online. And there was nothing at the time around 2019. Now, fast forward now, a lot of businesses trying to go all in one, blah, blah, blah. But years ago, the mindset was that if you want to create a platform for courses, then just be so good at that. If you want to create a platform for membership, then just be so good at that. If you want to create one for funnels, then just focus on that. But when we started in 2019, we were like the real trailblazer in this industry. In 2019, nobody was thinking of all-in-one, except maybe Kajabi that was doing all-in-one. But with Vonza, we wanted to do something that was better than Kajabi, Teachable, Thinkific by building from the ground up a true and concise and complete all-in-one platform. Now, some people say they have all-in-one platform, but they only create 4 or 5 features. Vonza is 12 features in one, like your courses, your website, your digital products and physical products, your emails, your scheduling, SMS, forms, and a bunch of other features. About 12 features in one. The idea for this is to streamline online business for entrepreneurs. Nowadays, it's so expensive to pay for 10 plus tools to run a business, and it's really scaring a lot of people away from starting a business online because they've been told they have to sign up for this, sign up for that, sign up, and just all over the place. So we solve the problem by building the simplest to use platform out there on the planet that is also the most complete, right? That really doesn't require any need for external integrations. And John, one thing too I love about Vonza too, our philosophy is that any feature on Vonza can be used from start to completion in under 60 seconds. So we have this 60-second rule. What does that mean? If a coach, a consultant, or an entrepreneur want to release or create their ebook on Vonza, for example, it has to pass the 60 seconds test. That means they must be able to start from scratch and finish up in 60 seconds, or we have to keep improving on that feature until it's that simple enough that even a 6-year-old can create and launch any digital product in 60 seconds. So that really set us apart, because simplicity is very, very important. Because again, I was frustrated. I hate tech frustration. That's one of the reasons I started Vonza. The another thing that sets Vonza apart too is that we have this two-way rule, whereby in every single thing anybody wants to do on the platform, there must be two ways to do it, so that people don't have to be looking for stuff. Because that was under frustration I had with software, whereby all I want to do maybe just to have the red button somewhere, but I have to go through 5 steps to change that red button. But in Vonza, everything, there's a two-way to do everything. Every screen, there's always one way and another way to do it. So it doesn't matter what feature or module you're in, you can quickly and easily create something for your audience. So that's how and why we started Vonza. So our passion is to really make online business simple, because online business is changing the game, and brick and mortar business is never going to be the same. And we want to be in the forefront by bringing simplicity and streamline business for entrepreneurs.
Well, I commend you for doing that, brother, and Fire Nation. I hope you're kind of seeing opportunities within your passion, your excitement, your enthusiasm, as well as the skill sets and value that you could bring to the world within that same thing, that solution to a real problem. And we're going to talk even more about this thought process when we get back from thanking our sponsors. I'm all about lifestyle freedom. I want to be able to do what I want, when I want, and there's no better time to kick your feet up poolside than the summertime. But to achieve this lifestyle freedom I speak of, you and your team need to work smarter, not harder. That's why we're so excited about HubSpot's integrated AI tech. It's helping teams of all types and sizes automate the more tedious parts of running a business. With AI-powered tools built into HubSpot CRM, you can pull reports, sift through loads of data to see what's working and what's not, and even craft content all in a flash. In fact, recent research shows that marketers are already saving significant time spent on manual administrative tasks. I'm talking slicing time in half thanks to AI, from 5 hours to 2.5 hours a day, which amounts to almost 4 weeks per year. With all that extra time, you could be exploring new hobbies, spending more time with your family, and enjoying that happy hour vibe every single day. Learn more and get started today at HubSpot.com. I'm sure you've heard the phrase, what got you here won't get you there. And it's so true. You've gotten this far in your business through your own hard work and dedication, but there are only so many hours in the day. If you're ready to stop trying to do it all yourself and start leveraging highly vetted US-based specialists to help take your business to the next level, then Belay can help. Belay has been helping entrepreneurs scale their business and find success for over a decade. Their goal? To help busy leaders just like you delegate with specialists like virtual assistants, bookkeepers, social media managers, and more. It's time to get out of the administrative weeds of your business and start investing your time back into things that grow your business. To help you get started, Belay is offering Fire Nation the ultimate guide to working with a virtual assistant. It's packed with helpful content about how to leverage a virtual assistant to save you time and money, all while growing your business. Just text FIRE, that's FIRE, to 55123 to get started. Uyi, we're back, and I want to even dive deeper down this hole because I think it's so helpful for entrepreneurs, for small business owners, for people that are at different stages of the journey, the beginning, the middle, really catching momentum. Because I want to talk about the importance of unique proposition, of providing a unique proposition of value to individuals, because nobody wants just a pale, weak imitation of somebody else, because the second best of something else, people are just going to go with the best. So how does Vonza accomplish the goals of providing unique value to their clients, to their customers?
Very good question, and it's even more difficult because Vonza is bootstrapped, and somebody doesn't know what that means. That means we self-funded from day one, and we have competitors who have raised millions, in fact, hundreds of millions of dollars. So they got all the money to do all the marketing and take oxygen off the marketplace, but we are still winning by just leading with simplicity, right? That, hey, if you want a simple to use platform,